We are beyond the chair. We are a culture, a movement that sets the trends. We're bringing you the hip-hop and the barbershop culture of our past. On August 20th, 2017, New York City at AA Straight Razors will bring to you the first cultural barber battle in the only place it can, and spread love the Brooklyn way.
No problem. I shall transform your hair, create a masterpiece. I am an artiste with a pair of scissors.
My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop. Fresh from the barbershop, fly from the beauty salon. My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop. I got a show where you can listen and view. My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop. Bringing barbers to style together with the ScissorSalute. My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop. One cut, two cut, three cut, four. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Oh, you fancy. Spending hours in salons on your hairstyle.
For the Lord protects his barbers and he makes the stubble grow.
Scissor! Salute! Salute!
Welcome to the ScissorSalute Show. I'm your host, Eli the Barber. Look no further, you found him. And we also have Lou the Physician up in here, and we have Gus.
ScissorSalute. ScissorSalute.
The show is co-produced by New Eurekan Queen, who's the co-producer of co-owner of the ScissorSalute, and the owner of the ScissorSalute. Self-Ro produces the show. Everything's messed up right there, but I'm gonna keep it going. We're broadcasting out of Massapequa, Long Island, New York, via StrongIsland.tv, and LA is on the boards. Let's get into the meaning of the ScissorSalute, which is a gesture, compliment, greeting, lifestyle, and brand dedicated to bringing barbers, hairstylists, and makeup artists together worldwide. And we use the ScissorSalute Show as an outlet to actually make that happen. Every Monday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, giving the visual artists an opportunity to come down here and showcase their skills live on the ScissorSalute stage, while also conducting interviews with them so you can find out how they got started, where they currently are, and where they plan to be going on their journey. Now, I know I host the show and I am a barber rep for the show, but I will say this. This is a great place for you to get your feet wet. Nowadays, with social media putting us artists in the position that we're in now, this is the age of independent educators. What I mean by that is you no longer have to rely on companies to do education. Through the power of social media, people are asking, hey, do you do any classes? And you're like, well, yeah, you know what? I can. Or can you? Bless you. Or should I say, ScissorSalute. Nah, I'm going to keep going. So if you're questioning if you think you have what it takes, like, do you have what it takes to get up in front of people and actually talk while you cut hair and educate people, and you want to give it a try? Email us or download the ScissorSalute Show app, fill out the showcase information, or email us ScissorSalute@yahoo.com. We'll get back to you in the order that the email's received, and you can have the opportunity to come down here and showcase as well. And that's the same if you would like to advertise with us or book us for your next event. Same thing, download the ScissorSalute Show app, fill out the showcase information, or email us ScissorSalute@yahoo.com. Please continue to use the hashtag ScissorSalute. You have downtime at the shop or salon, take a ScissorSalute selfie, hashtag ScissorSalute selfie, at New Eurekan Queen, NEWYORICAN_QUEEN. Now, I don't know if she's going to be here because she was at the Puerto Rican Day Parade yesterday. And as you know, them things, they get the people going, should I say. So, ScissorSalute to New Eurekan Queen and all los Boricuas worldwide.
Shout, ScissorSalute.
It seems like we're making our way back here in New York. We're making our presence known. We lost a little bit of power out there in Brentwood, but
Oh yeah.
we're making a comeback.
Still Puerto Rican flags there.
Well, yeah, you know, you know what it is. There's more Puerto Ricans in New York than there is in Puerto Rico. So that's just New York. Well, let's anyway. So please continue to use the hashtag. And another thing for everybody who's watching the show, pretty sure everyone pretty much follows Barbershop Connect. And wondering, wow, you know what? Barbershop Connect, they never post my stuff. Oh, they only post designs or no. Check Barbershop Connect. And now I gotta wait for Lee and Eric to let me know. But I am currently looking at what looks to be the most liked picture, not video, picture, not video on Barbershop Connect. And no, I don't have the image, but if you go on their page, it's not too far down. Or is it? Where is it? It's an older gentleman. It's like a transformation. The simplest haircut you will ever see. A Caesar with a beard. That is it. A Caesar with a beard. It's not no design, nothing. It is, oh, why can't I find it? It's supposed to be right there. It's a live show. Oh, yeah, by the way, the show is live. It's not rehearsed. So, yeah, I'm literally looking through this page and I can't find it. I know they didn't take it down because sometimes they tend to take stuff down.
Is it the gray beard?
Yeah, the older gentleman.
Gray beard, right? Yeah, gray.
No, not the. It's an older black guy. Okay, well, I don't know. They might have taken it down because Barbershop Connect does that at times. Anyway, it was like 38,000 likes. And it's just a Caesar. I think they used some color enhancements because the guy was gray. They did rejuvenate the guy and brought him back because he looked like, you know, he was old and retired, and he was just like, he got out the chair like, Mortimer, I'm back. Like, you know, like he was about to go back into the game or something. But the point to what I'm saying is you just got to keep on hashtagging. And by the way, if you're watching the show, you're wondering what's what, you can use 30 hashtags on a post, and you can tag up to 20 people on the picture. What that means is tagging people on the picture. You could have 20 different people. I suggest when you're using hashtags, you have a couple set to the side for repost pages, but a couple. That's not going to do that much. What's going to bring you traffic to your chair is hashtagging your town, neighboring towns, counties. Like I would do Mastic, Shirley, Center Moriches, Brookhaven, Suffolk County, New York, Long Island Barber. Like if you're like Phoenix, put Phoenix Barber. That's going to generate you more. And this is a new feature. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know. You know, on IG stories, do you do IG stories?
Absolutely.
You do IG stories?
Definitely.
On location, use Suffolk County. I'm like going through that. I was at the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Brentwood a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you know what? Let me use location. I put Suffolk County on there. I opened it up late after the parade, came home. I had 1,500 views. And this is on my fitness page. I put like, you know, me and my children's up. 1,500 views put in Suffolk County. So for those of you who are out there on your IG stories, make sure you use the location. Definitely if you're gonna be on some, hey, what's up? We just opened up the barbershop. It's 631-281 Jedi. I'm gonna have that Suffolk County there. And you hear that ding message. Oh, there it goes again. That's the barbershop God saying I'm saying something right. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, and I would like to scissor salute Wifey and the Children's. They got me these infrared Air Maxes for Father's Day. As you know, I love Timberlands. Everybody know, Lord knows, I'll be at the beach with Timberlands, which I was on Sunday.
New York. That's New York.
Yep. I'll be in Puerto Rico with the Timberlands on too. Yeah. They got me these infrared Air Maxes 90s. Probably one of the sneakers that I love the most. Okay, well, enough of that. Just gave you some little bit of gems for you to soak in with your social media. Again, 30 hashtags, 20 people you can tag up on there. On your IG stories, I would definitely recommend using locations, and don't use your direct location. Use the location to the county that you're in, the state that you're in. But I got a lot of views with the county. Okay, let's do a recap of last week's show, which was great. We were supposed to have another show, but Uppercuts came through in the clutch. They came through and gave us an uppercut. Uppercuts Barbershop showcasing iBoy Beats. iBoy Beats is a pioneer out here in Long Island. Been doing it for a while. He loves what he does. He loves the people and the atmosphere that he's in. And as you heard the name iBoy Beats, he thinks he's going to take his artistry to music. And if you've been a barber, you know what it is. I don't think you'll ever put them clippers down. We wish him the best of luck, and hopefully we get a little bit of some throwaway beats from him because we'd like to have some background music. Fortunately, Facebook Live ain't trying to have that, but we get them throwaway beats, we can.
Actually, I got some music from him too, and it's good music.
Oh, well,
We told him we'll be working with him in the future.
okay, well, you about to drop something right quick? Is he?
Not right now,
Oh,
right
okay, I thought you was about to be on some in here. Here we go.
So you heard it and I did it?
Oh, boy.
Oh, feel some type of way.
A can of worms just opened up in here because iBoy Beats' his boss is in here.
Come on, boy, what you doing, man? You going back? You going backwards, man?
And I had a lot of people say we looked alike, iBoy Beats and myself, because I didn't always, I used to drop the beard when the summer came around. It was time to take it down to a goatee, and some people were like, "Yo, man, that's you without a beard." I was like, "What?" It's like, "Oh man, you guys just getting all racist. All Puerto Ricans look alike." Okay, and we also had Hetico Barber. I'd like to ScissorSalute Hetico because he was a little nervous because he's not comfortable with his English. In other words, he could speak it, but he was questioning himself. But he sat down, did what he had to do. I guess he underestimated his ability to talk on a microphone. He felt right at home. He let us know the changes of what he had to do from going from Dominican Republic to coming out here to the States. And one of the things that he said that stood out really a lot is out in DR, you have almost like the same texture hair. So he mastered that texture hair. So when he came out here to the States, he had to relearn and reprogram himself and re-download different techniques and how to cut different texture hair. And if you follow him on Instagram, that is HETICOBARBER. You can see exactly what we're talking about. True master of his craft. ScissorSalute to Hetico. And in studio guest. And by the way, when I say who do we have today, that's what you're going to be saying. And the in-studio guest, Gus, owner of Uppercuts Barbershop. There he goes right there. He's also actually here again today because today's show, well, we'll get a little bit later. We're going to let Lou get into that. We have Gus, the owner of Uppercuts Barbershop. We have Poe the Barber, 59. Poe _the_ Barber, 59. Poe, we're going to have to talk with all these underscores, bro. I'm just saying, just picture he's trying to network with somebody, right? Unless he has his business card. Yo, follow me on Instagram. Ah, yeah, what is it? I can't hear you. Yo, it's Poe _the_ Barber 59. That person is, man, really?
A problem I see with that is a lot of times people,
I had that too.
they have the underscores in their name, but then when they tell someone their handle, they don't say the underscores because they don't want to say them. So he may introduce himself as Poe the Barber 59, and he'll leave because he doesn't want to say the underscores, and that person's never going to find him.
We should have asked him what the 59's about. Was that like a year special?
He was a football player, so I'm guessing that was.
Yes. That makes perfect sense. Okay. And then we had Hector Rene.
ENEJ. I think he was a model.
Yeah, he's also a barber at Uppercuts Barbershop.
Okay, he's also a barber there.
Brother of Hetico.
Oh, that's Hetico's brother. Yeah. And there goes the final picture right there. Uppercuts Barbershop. Oh, everybody right there. That's a good one. Good haircuts. Great group of gentlemen, and we're fully motivated. And also we had Lou at Lou Fagician, owner of Paramount Styles, who is here in the studio today. And The call-in was Chana Deer, iRock Fresh. iRock Fresh called into the show and basically had everybody like, wow, this is crazy. Someone who's only had their license for 1 year, and already she is donating some of her time to go into Oklahoma correction facility for females and teach them how to barber. Who who's doing that? Like, who's doing that? You know who's doing that? iRock Fresh. And if you'd like to help her out, make sure you hit her up on Instagram at IROCKPHRESH. Fresh, fresh, fresh.
Eli, I want everybody to know that later on, we're actually going to run the video that a news station did on them over there in Oklahoma. So we have the video, and we're going to run it later so people have a really good idea of what they're doing over there in that facility.
All right. So that's going to be great. And again, if you want to help out iRock Fresh, and what she's looking for is basically anything that you're willing, maybe some extra buzzers at the shop, capes, razors, neck strips, cape clips, combs, anything that you have extra that you can help her out with. Hit her up on Instagram. Again, IROCKPHRESH. And who do we have this week? Lou, right there this week. You see that? It's on your piece of paper too.
That is me.
Yes.
I'm here. ScissorSalute. Appreciate the invite. Man, I'm the owner of Paramount Styles, located in Dix Hills, New York. Just happy to be here on the best show. The
Yes.
hair cutting game today.
Thank you.
Everybody knows it. You know.
And showcase. Well, we're also gonna have C Salon. She's coming in later on, and we're definitely gonna ask her to talk about what the C stands for. I believe that's all her daughters' names, right? All her daughters' names. SEA. Just happens to be C Salon. And from Paramount Styles, again, we have Lou. We also have Gus, who's in the studio, and calling in we have Charles, Mr. Exclusive Cuts, and Nicolias from Lavish Hair Studio.
Yes, and we also have Mika C from the Makeup of Hair LLC.
We should have had Jessa Hair up in here because he just recently.
She also just got back from the wedding.
Oh, yes, this is true. So, Scissor Salute to her. And Scissor Salute and congratulations to her. She just got married. Okay, so we have 3 owners in here now. We're going to get into a little discussion of, the discussion of owners. We're going to just start it off with the most basic question, that is the difference between being a barber and an owner and the transition. So we'll go with Gus because Gus has been an owner for a little bit longer, since, 2000? So 4 years you've been open, correct?
Yes, sir.
So 4 years. What was the main transition that you went through from being a barber to an owner?
The transition was working harder every day, and like a lot of people just say, "Oh, I want to be an owner," but at the same time, you're an owner of your brand, so always stay focused and just keep working.
Definitely. And now you're newly 1 year
Yes, sir.
into it. And same question. What is the biggest transition that you went through?
The biggest transition definitely is, you have to put in more effort. You have to put in more hours. People always say when you become an owner, oh, now you can do this. Nah, that's not true. If you want your business to fail, you can, take off, go home early. But if you want your business to succeed, you have to be there more than everybody because you're the leader. People only follow what they see. If the leader is falling off, then everybody else is going to fall off. So I always put in a lot of hours, a lot of work. So, it wasn't the biggest transition, but that was probably the main transition.
Now, Gus, you work with a lot more people. How do you get everybody on the same page with offering the different services that are now available in the industry?
It's a a good question.
That's
Just
a good question.
a lot of our barbers are like all different types of barbers in my barbershop. Some of them take on the blast mask, some don't. Some do the steam facial, some don't. So it's all like pick and choose what they want to do because at the same time they're still uppercuts, but they're still self-employed. You want to say?
Yes, independent contractors.
Yep.
I mean, that's the way I do my taxes as an independent contractor.
Correct.
You know, so I'm gonna ask you, like, well, you have it's just you and someone else for
Yeah,
now.
right now, yep.
You
We're
said
actually
mentioned
looking
last
for
week that
someone.
you're taking the precautions to not just hire anybody to fill in the chair.
Yeah, yeah,
You want to make
definitely.
sure that they're on the professional level. But how are you and the person that you work with staying up to date with the services that are now provided? And I mean, two barbers and say somebody wants a full Beijing treatment with the black mask. That's about an hour and change. You know, so how are you handling that?
So we go mainly by appointments. Being that it's two of us, you know, I have a big clientele. I could do but so much by myself. So all that, if we have time, we'll do it right now. If someone walks in, I want this, this, and that. But most people know the schedule. They know they have to make an appointment, and we set the right amount of time for it.
Definitely right there. That's good right there. Definitely is good. So, Gus, again, I'm just going back and forth, trying to pick your brain or whatever. This is going basically the super question that basically happens a lot on this type of show. This is probably our third or fourth show where we've had an owner discussion, and the question is, to rent or collect commission. That is the question.
I mean, commission is definitely a way to go, but New York State is it's a little different, I guess they want to say. So right down the block, they charge rent, so you got to compete. So I guess rent it is.
Yeah, it is like this. We do rent, but I know I can always bring this guy up. Sal from New Flavor Cuts in New Jersey. He does commission. He's not a barber. He actually has a tattoo parlor in his barbershop.
Okay.
So that's something that's really
Sick.
big. Is it rent or commission? And where is the proper rent? Because the shop up the block might be undercutting other shops. So now you're on some the light bill went up. These barbers are coming in talking about haircuts have been 20 since the 90s. But yet the light bill went up, this went up, and we're charging 20, we want to charge 25. Now, is it right for the owner to respond and be like, okay, I'm going to raise it to 25, but now the rent's going to go from 200 to 225. So how are you bringing that up, and what is the feedback if something like that was to happen?
I mean, I don't think it would be a good outcome just due to the knowledge that they know where the rent can be if they would go there. And a lot of people ask me, I want to open up a barbershop, but I don't cut hair. I say this is one thing called, it's almost dinosaur, it's called percentage. You got to charge your stylist percentage, but that might not happen. So I say I'm not saying don't open it, but rent, you're not really going to be doing much off of it.
Yeah, when people ask me, like, I want to open up a shop, I don't cut hair. I tell them, I didn't make this up, but I'm going to tell you what I've always heard. If you want something done right, do it yourself. What are you going to do if you get everybody in the shop some food? You're like, man, I feel happy. I'm like, these barbers have been working really good. Let me go get us some food. And everybody gets the stomach virus. Then what's going to happen? On a Friday, everyone gets the stomach virus, can't come in. And everybody, I don't care who you are, you cannot cut hair in a stomach virus. I don't care who you are. That's not going down.
They're gonna be fighting for the bathroom.
Yep. So
That's it.
what do you do? I mean, trust me, there's people out there who do it, but it's very, very hard to be successful. Although I'm saying, like I said, this is from my experience. I know there's somebody watching like, man, I do it. I'm doing it now. It is what it is. Lou, what has been your biggest thing to try to conquer? You open up an establishment, you have 1 year, it's you and another barber. What seems to be the thing with bringing another barber in?
I mean, the huge thing is, you know, people that are hungry, professional, and licensed. You know,
That license will do it, man.
I do percentage. I won't do rent. I've seen, but my prices are a little different. You know, haircut and beard is $35.
Uh-huh.
So that allows it. And then if they do a full cleanup, you know, it's $40. A hot towel shave is $35. So when you transfer, it's nearly the same or a little bit more than where I was at, you know, with the pricing.
All right, so you're talking about reducing the work and increasing the pay. What I mean by that is reducing the amount of traffic that you're going to be doing, but then still keeping your pay, trying to like equal it out. I see, you know, with the whole rent thing, one of the biggest problems that I don't know if
Everybody does
Gus,
their own
because
thing.
Gus seems like he has a good group of guys that came up in here. One of the biggest things that we've seen, I mean, this is coming from a barber that's been in it since '96, been in the, you know, been part of the industry since '96. Maybe not as a barber, but been in it. The biggest thing that I seen was I pay you rent so I could go and come and go as I please.
Definitely.
That's one of the biggest thing I've seen. Gus, have you gone through that? I know you've seen it before.
I mean, yeah, every barber has seen that, and to be honest, that type of guy wouldn't last at my shop because we're all there to win, and nobody puts themselves first, and everybody check the ego at the door. And if you're a boss up and work. Don't just boss up because you want to go to the beach.
Yeah, like we've seen it before in the shops, and this is what happens. We lose money because Gus is busy, I'm busy, Lou's busy. We're having a pretty good day. Seth's, you know, I'm not. Seth doesn't cut hair, so I'm just throwing. Seth wants to come in a little bit later, taking extended breaks and all this other stuff. Now the traffic that's coming in, Eli, I got 3 people coming in. Gus might be booked. Lou might be booked. Now that person comes in and Seth is either, the other barber's either not there or they got their feet up on some, they want to say they have someone coming in because someone else said it. Either way, that person's just turning around and walking out. So that money's being lost. That business being brought elsewhere and might not come back to the shop because they might be like, man, they think they're great. So you end up losing money. You end up losing money in the long run. The best thing is to have people that are all on the same page. Or it can be a shop where there's plenty of barbers in there. So some barbers can do that whole walk in late and all that. To me, I don't like that, just the saying, I pay you rent so I should be able to come and go as I please. If I was the owner, I'd be like, okay, rent is $200. If you want to go, come and go as you please. You pay me $300. This way I don't have to hear nothing from these guys who are giving me $200. Because then I'll tell them, give me $300, and they can do the same thing. Not saying that's going to be right. But you see, there goes, you see that? You see that? There was a gem. Because another message.
That's it.
Not saying it's going to be right, but that's just how it's going to be.
No, I think that creates some kind of animosity in the shop, because you have, and I always say this, to me, just because you work there and you pay rent, you still have a boss. Someone still owns the shop. And you have a responsibility to the owner and the shop. Because like Eli just said, if you two are busy and I just walk out and there's people walking in, that's money that's leaving the business. The key is to keep the money in the business. And I
Hey,
think that's
you want to
what
keep
people
them in the
do.
shop?
It doesn't matter if I cut him and you cut him. It just matters that he keeps coming here.
In house.
Because
Yeah,
eventually,
well,
he find his favorite barber and he'll go to
If the whole thing is if you find the right team, it is great. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I have been guilty of it in the past. I used to be guilty of it. You don't want your money from your chair going anywhere but your chair. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, I'm not sitting here saying that I'm perfect. I went through that. Until it was just like, probably about 6-7 years ago, it was just like, oh man, you know what? This is stupid that I get into my feelings over losing money like this because the barbershop guys are going to bless me with more money anyway. They can have the barbershop guys got something else in store for me. And if you're watching this show for the first time, going, "What the hell is this guy talking about barbershop guys? This guy's crazy." No, I've talked about it for years. And anybody who's come into Jedi Barbershop and seen how it goes down in there, they'd be like, "Man, yo, Eli, do me a favor, talk to the barbershop guys and see if you can give me some of that magic." And it's, to me, I just feel like you just got to stay in the trenches, do what you do, and you're going to get that money simply because that's what this business is about. We are in the business where you can be not the best, but make the best money because you are always there. So people are going to want that reliability and that consistency. Man, that number 6 barber, because, the ex-Gus, he's busy, I'm busy, Lou's busy, Seth's busy, this person's busy. Now there goes number 6. Good old reliable man. I'm gonna get in this chair. He gives an okay cut. Probably provides the best service. Usually the number 5, 6 guys, they try to go all out with that service. Those are the whipping out the towels and the different aftershaves, the dragon spit, whatever the hell that is.
Sometimes be the conversation.
Yup.
They're like, oh, he has a good conversation, but he sucks.
Yes, but he's gonna make that money.
Yeah.
He's going to make that money because he's just always in there. Now, it's not just me. I've said it's on the show plenty of times. I know you've seen barbers on Instagram saying it. Yo, you show up late, leave early, smoke extra bogeys, go in the bathroom because you don't want to cut that person's hair. That's you missing out on money. Do the math. Add everything up. It all adds up. And with that being said, talk about money adding up. Gus, we've talked about this last week, and I'm going to bring it up again. Product sales, selling products in your establishment. How do you go about that? And are you educating the people that work at your establishment on how to properly sell it and get the customers to use it?
Even first of all, before we even sold products, I always wanted to see something in the client's head just to give it that look. Just not like I just rolled out of bed, but I got a fresh fade with a sloppy head on top. And then we start getting into products, and then I start to see the money. Keep different products in there, give it to your barbers, tell them put this in the client's head, explain it to them how to do it, what to do, how to comb it. And then listen, we got it right here for you whenever you're ready. And then it comes in like clockwork, and then more money.
Yes, definitely. I feel like if you put in products, it gives you that good finishing touch. And at the same time, there's a possibility where the customer could go, "Hey, that smells good. Hey, I like that right there. Where could I get it?" And hopefully you have that at your station, as opposed to saying, "Oh, well, you go to Sally's. Sally's has it." And that's how you keep the traffic in your chair. It's funny because before IG or whatever, we in our shop we used to say it was cheating. We had one barber, we used to put gel in everybody's hair. All that. We were like, "Look at this guy cheating." What do you guys get on me for? Man, because are you zeking the person's hair and putting the product in there so they don't see that you zeked them? No, that's what we're thinking because we're at the time we're old. We're like old and I'm talking we was like damn near primitive. We masters and liners. That's it. Clippers, liners. There was no extra tools at our station. This for this texture hair, this for the kids. No, it was just tools, pair of shears, thinning shears, razor.
Alcohol.
That's it. Where alcohol. This guy was over there, one of them old school, like, what's this guy cheating over there? What is he doing? He's a magician, using some wizardry right over there. So how do you do like the whole product thing? Or is it beneficial that you're putting the products in, you're selling the products?
Definitely. I feel like with products, being that I never owned a shop before my shop, we never really had products in any other shop I worked at. But I always knew, man, there's money in it. Another thing is there's guys that I worked with that never would put shaving cream on a customer, dry shave every customer.
Boom.
Never put any product. They don't want to get their hands dirty. They never want to style hair. They don't want to. So that person won't sell any product because I don't do that. That's not my thing. That's the case with I seen in my career working at the shop where guys are renting chairs. Nah, I don't do that. I don't do hot tower shaves. I was the
Wow,
only one that had a hot tower oven. And you know what? God started to use it. I paid $250 for that. Nah, you're not using that. I'm not gonna use my hot tower oven. Nah, my machine. I was the only one at the last shop I was in that had a lather machine for a long time. No, I got this. I when I first started cutting here, you know, it was a lot of money for me. That lather machine was $250 back then when I got it, and it broke on me a few times. No one helps you fix it. So, you know, with the products, when it comes to the products, when I opened up my shop, I made sure I had products, and I gave my barbers an incentive. Every product you sell, you get $5. So, you know, when it was whether it's the red one or muck, you know,
Red one seems to be getting it in.
yeah, red one's a good product. Definitely.
It seemed to be they're trying to establish themselves. They're doing it. They got Johanny, right? Johanny Chica Barber. They got Barber Diaz. They got a couple. I got a couple right there. They're coming up. I've seen it at a couple of barbershops. I'm seeing like someone take a picture of a haircut and in the background I see the red one symbol. I'm like, yo, look at the red one on the come up. Is it equivalent to the blue bottle from Elegance? Is that?
Oh, you talking about the shaving? The shaving?
No, I'm talking about the blue bottle Elegance though. That's to me. I feel like you open that up. It's that blue bottle, that gel pomade that they have. You never used the Elegance blue bottle.
I read one.
You used it
You
before?
talking about the shaving gel or the style?
I'm talking about the styling gel.
Yeah, I use it like maybe like once or twice. It was pretty cool.
Oh wow, man! My customers go like ready to fight for that, man.
Yes,
That
sir.
and gummy,
Okay.
and gummy's not that expensive. You talk to Carlito for me? Talk to him,
He
man.
say he's coming. I ain't want to tell you, but he's
He
gonna
said
pop
he's
up on you.
Listen, here's the thing. Carlito got the gummy on the low.
That's my plug. That's my
Yo,
gummy
on
plug.
the low, and then people come in like I'm looking at the owner like he's selling it for like he's only lifting it up $1. I'm like, yo, they can't find this gummy anywhere. It's like let's hit them in the head. So that we started hitting him in the head, and he bought like a case. Boom,
Yeah.
that thing was gone. People love that gummy stuff and the Suavecito. I don't know what they and word on the street is Suavecito's about to make like a little move. I wait till they make that move for me to put that out there like
Ooh.
that. Suavecito, I know for a fact that when people come in and they're like, I don't want that gel hold or whatever, and that's it. As soon as I do this, I put, what's that? Whoa, that's a smell right there. And I got it right there at the station. I probably sell about, total a month, I'll probably sell about like 10. And Chauncey, ScissorSalute to Chauncey the barber. Chauncey gives me like a little. I'm able to charge what I want to charge, as long as I give him what he charges. So he has a set price, and then I have a different price. You know, if he's in there and the customer asks me, then I just send him to Chauncey, because then the prices will get all mixed up. You know, but I got one customer who probably gets a one every 2 weeks or so, and I feel like hairstylists are watching this right now. They're probably like, oh, what are these? We know this. Well, hairstylists are basically trained for the upsell. ScissorSalute to Brunetti's Hair Salon over there in West Hampton. That's where my sister works, and I was the in-house barber for a couple months there. You'll get a ticket, right? So the person walks in. By the way, they want hairstylist salon. They ain't messing around. You got to be up in there. Like DL Master says, 20 minutes early, you're on time. You get there on time, you're late. And if you're late, you're just late. Straight. That's how it is. So you walk in, you got to greet the person. Hey, how you doing, Steve? You get the piece of paper, the ticket. And what you can do is you can write down the haircut that you gave Steve last time. So I'd write down what I did, and then it says he's up. Say every 2 weeks he gets a product. He's up for the recommendation of the product. So they're basically reminding you on the ticket. So I'm like, oh, what? So be like, oh, so I see 2 weeks ago you got some shampoo. Will you be needing some today? Boom, and that's an upsell. And them hairstylists do it all day, all day.
For
They
nothing.
do that
That costs nothing.
all day. ScissorSalute. How you doing?
Salute. What's up, Eli? Salute. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man.
Says a salute.
This is Charles Mr. Exclusive calling in from El Paso, Texas. Uh, this gentleman right here, I actually met him first time in Albuquerque, and made my day. He came up there. He was there with his son. You were competing that day, right, Charles?
I did compete that day in traditional at JoJo's National Barber Competition.
Right.
Like
And
3 years ago, I think it was.
and now he has an event that is going on its fourth year. It's the Halloween Massacre. It's going on its fourth year. Like, people throw events and they throw that word annual there, and these events are harder than what people think it is to do. And we'd like to scissor salute you for going on to your fourth year doing that event.
Says a
No
salute.
doubt. We appreciate it, man. And it's a salute to y'all, too. You know, y'all been rocking for about the same length of time, too. So I felt like, you know, we're in the same class. Like, when we first came out and opened up, ScissorSalute had just came out, too.
Yes,
You know, and then that's when we met y'all in New Mexico. So, you know,
definitely.
gotta keep busy. Yeah.
So, Charles, you have your place of business out there. El Paso seems to be, when I went out there for your event, El Paso has a lot of great barbers out there, you know, and it just seemed like your event was starting to bring everybody, all the El Paso together. That's what it seemed like. I almost safe to say that your event was one of the first times that all the El Paso barbers came together besides the Spring Bling. Besides that
Probably
Spring Bling.
That's probably true because nobody else really doing any, you know, events out here right now. You know, and salute to my wife Laura because you know she's behind all that paperwork and you know sponsorship backs and all the you know admin side of it. She really holds it down on that, man, and she contact all the vendors and all the barbers and you know it's a lot of work to it, man, like you say. So thank God I got her on my side, you know.
Definitely, man. You guys putting in the work, and now we're talking about ownership. I know that your wife is what is it, a second or third generation barber?
Second.
Second generation barber. How is it? Number one, how is it working with your wife? Now,
Oh, it's
that's the
awesome,
first
man.
one. Now,
Like,
how is that?
you know what, man? It's cool, man, because like you know, like I was listening to you guys' conversation earlier about having like other barbers and stuff in the shop like that, you know. And this is one barber, you know, slash partner, you know what I mean, and my wife that's in the shop with me and grinding it out every day, you know, 12 hours, 14 hours sometimes, and she never quits on me. You know what I mean? Like, she's so, you know, she's so loyal, man, to the game and to the business, man, that, you know, she go just as hard as I do. And if it wasn't for her, man, we probably wouldn't have the doors open for 4 years, man, because, you know, like you guys are talking, the barbers, they come and go, man. It's a revolving door, man. So, like, if they ain't happy, they're going to be out. You know, and, you know, out here in El Paso, it's a lot of shops that open up now. So, you know, it's a barber shop on every corner now, man. So you got to go hard, you know?
Yeah, I went with Bossberry. We went to go eat some food, and there was like a barbershop salon tucked in, like, I didn't even know how people were seeing it from the street. I just looked over to the left and I was like, wow, that's a shop tucked away out of nowhere. And but
go ahead.
So how would you go about keeping a barber in your establishment?
Well, you know what? When we bring them in, man, we try to put them on contracts. You know what I mean? For 3 months, 6 months. You know, try to put them on a little contract deal. Whether it's we do both, we do commission and we do booth rent. So you know, we give them the option to choose both. And then, like I said, we put them on a contract, man, and we just, you know, just try and work with them, man, and see, you know, everybody's different, so everybody got their own different situation, man. Not one barber that then came in the shop has been, you know, the same type, man, so you got to kind of get used to them, you know what I mean? But it's hard, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard, man, because you gotta fill the people out, man. You got to try and keep the barbers happy as well as the clients also. It's just hard, you know?
Yes, I mean,
you don't give up though. You got to keep fighting, man. You got to keep coming up with strategies. You got to keep coming up with ideas.
I like the contract. The contract ID, I think the idea is key. We were actually, we had DL Master come on the show. We was like, he called in on the show, always dropping gems, and then he was in here, and he was just like, he basically was giving us a little insight of what he does at his place of business. And it sounded somewhat like I would think. I think the basic fundamentals would be me asking you for a driver's license. If you don't have that driver's license, that might be a little bit of basic fundamentals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you at least have a driver's license. If you at least have a driver's license, it shows that you are at least responsible enough to go and you have your license. Now everyone has their own little problems. I know it is what it is. But he sets the contract. He's checking your FICO score. You have to have a certain credit to get into his establishment, his place of business.
DL's a monster, man. Me and my wife sitting in one of his classes
That's
at
next level.
Top of Texas Expo last year, man. And he be dropping some jewels, dog.
Yeah, I mean, that's, to me, I feel like that's next level. But I feel the contract is the best way to go. Hair salons have been doing it forever.
Yep.
ScissorSalute to Chauncey, and ScissorSalute to Teddy from Salon Neve. Teddy from Salon Neve is a Paul Mitchell international educator, and Chauncey cuts his hair. Chauncey cuts his hair, I'll say about once a season. He comes through, and Chauncey hits him with the nice hashtag Jedi Faded. And his contract is 20 square miles. You cannot leave his establishment and work within 20 squares miles.
That's strong.
Bruh. 20 square miles?
And you know what? And that's how you slow down that revolving door, man. Like, when you put them on a contract, they just can't leave like that. I mean, they can leave, and it's up to the owner to pursue them and get, whatever blueprint or whatever the contract calls for or whatever, but it kind of slows down that revolving door a little bit, man, because they're a little bit obligated. And then, you try to offer them some things, man, like, some free classes to go out to the events, blah, 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 wherever the case may be, man. Me and my wife, we like to stay busy. We're all over the place, man. We got a mobile shop now, so it's funny that you mentioned the driver's license a minute ago, because now we have to look into that when we go to hire. We have to have license as well as driver's license as well as driver's license now, because we have a mobile unit. So
I'll tell you this
to be
much.
able to drive that, you have to have license, of course. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this much. I will put money on, if they don't have a driver's license, chances are they don't have a barber license.
Yeah,
you're gonna see. Now I'm pretty sure it's out there. It's out there where, hey, Eli, you're wrong. But I guarantee you the majority of the people who don't have their driver's license is going to give you that same bullhickey nonsense on the driver's license to their barber license. I mean, the salons is like so far ahead of barbers. Like, I feel like some barbershop owners would benefit off of listening to how these salons owners do what they do. For instance, if you make a color blend in the salon, you make a color blend. You take formula, whatever, 44, 55, whatever. You come up and you're using their chart and you're using their mixture, doing the chemistry in their establishment. You cannot take that blend out of that establishment. That blend is the salons.
Got you.
Bars.
Yep.
You're not walking out with that color wheel. Nope. That color that you made up, whatever, inside that establishment stays.
Yep.
And here goes another thing. You can't take your books. So say you have a list of 55 clients, but they go to the salon and use the website from the salon or call up the desk and say, hey, is such and such there? If you leave, you don't get that info.
Yeah.
You don't get that info unless you have like an Instagram where they're like, okay, you're on IG and they follow you on IG. Or that's why you see a lot of these apps, these appointment apps, saying that's the benefit of having an appointment app. Because now your business
Yeah.
will go with you. And with me saying that, I'm gonna have to talk about if you are looking for an appointment app or you already have an appointment app, make sure you check out EFEXXAPPS on Instagram, Effects Apps. Talk to him and see how you can get your own personalized app developed for you, and you could also link in your other appointment app to your own personal app. You can link in all your social media information and have your own app and really develop your brand the way it's supposed to be, as opposed to saying, hey, download this app and make an appointment on this, and next thing you know, you're wearing that appointment app shirt, appointment app cape, no, you could just have your brand on you at all times. So I got to plug in Effects app. Salute to Effects app. Hopefully you watching right now, going, Eli boy, you know you're damn right, Eli. You know you're right there, boy.
Hey, yo, Eli, check this out. I just want to say something to the audience that's listening, man, because I'm sure there's like barbers or stylists out there that's looking to open up a shop since it's the owner's edition. Just a little bit of advice that I got from a few heavy hitters in the industry, man. I was told, before you even open up a shop, man, make sure that you can run the shop by yourself before you rely on other barbers or stylists. That way, you know what I'm saying, you never have to worry about, like, paying the bills or anything like that. So, in other words, you want to try and be in a shop for about 4 or 5 years and have enough clientele before you open up a shop. That way, you can already have your books ready, and when you open up a shop, I can afford this every month. I can afford this, this, and this. And whatever barbers and stylists come, it's just extra money. You know what I mean?
So if you're watching right now and you just tuned in, Charles is recommending if you want to open up a shop, you got to make sure that you are able to hold down the establishment by yourself and not rely on no one. And that gives you the upper hand where you don't have to put in barbers that maybe not that good or just to pay your bills. If you are able to hold it down yourself and the establishment runs with just you, or, just make sure that you're ready and able to take on stuff yourself.
That's really
feedback
important,
is
man,
serious
because,
right there,
like we've been talking about the whole show, the barber is going to come and go. You can't expect one barber or stylist to be with you for 10 years. Like, at one point, they're going to want to open up their own shop also. So just make sure before you do that you can pay all the bills solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's one of the things we've seen at a salon. The one story that got at a salon, she was offered to work for a company. I'm not going to mention the company or the person. She was offered to work for this company, and because the establishment where she worked was sponsored by this company. Some of these salons, you go there and it's like Paul Mitchell. This is a Paul Mitchell salon. This is a Goldwell salon. This is this type of salon. This is this. She was about to work for the company, put in an application, went and did an interview, everything, but she wanted to leave. She wanted to leave, so she did, and she lost that opportunity to work for that company. Yo, their salons, man, I'm telling you, they're like...
They protect the investment.
Yes. Yes, where barbershops, and I think this is what I recommend, barbershops, if you notice Lou and Gus, the whole time they're here, they're not referring to their business as barbershops. They're referring to their business as business. I think some people need to reevaluate and really check that word and start using business as opposed to a barbershop. And see if you start right there, your business will grow differently.
Yeah,
that's true.
Hello, Charles. This is Sephra. How you doing?
What's going on, man? How you doing, ScissorSalute?
ScissorSalute. I'm curious to know, since you guys already have the brick and mortar business, what made you decide to do the mobile business?
You know what? Like I said, back to not being able to, because like Eli was saying, if it's a barber that come and apply and they don't have, driver's license, then I'd rather not hire anybody at all. So then that leaves me with limited people in the shop. So what me and my wife came to conclude was okay, then if we had to minimize the hours on the shop and go mobile, because there's a lot of military in El Paso, and they all, on the days that we're closed, they always call us. On Sundays and Mondays, they call us. So that was one of the reasons why we decided to kind of go mobile. And that goes back to the thing what I'm saying, being able to do things by yourself. If you're mobile, you can pretty much, go mobile by yourself, and then you can reach all those clients that can't get, to your shop when you're closed on Sundays and Mondays. And being that it was so saturated with so many barbershops now in El Paso, there's no mobile shops. So, I mean, it was only right to go mobile, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody else here is doing it. So let's go mobile. Let's go on Fort Bliss. Let's cater to the military. You know what I mean? Let's cater to the corporate, businesses. Let's cater to families. Get them a discount when they call you out, whatever the price may be, you charge them, you give them a discount for like 3 heads, but you still, make some money on your mobile time. So we'll probably be mobile in the morning. We haven't really set hours yet besides Sunday and Monday, but we'll probably go mobile in the morning, pretty much 24 hours once we get the ball rolling. We'll be available to cut hair whenever. It might cost a little bit, but you'll get your hair cut though,
Well, what's going on there? You guys are also making your own lane. I love this idea. You're making your own lane, and what's gonna go on there is it's gonna be something great because now you have it up there: events, families, personal, and corporate. So now corporate events and other events. Say there's a fair, a county fair, you guys can go there. You guys, I mean, this is next level stuff right here. Definitely love to see this, and just get ready for more people to be talking, more haters to be talking about you.
Yeah, I mean, they talk anyway, man. If you don't got the mobile thing, man, if you just a regular barber, they still going to talk, man. But you got to just tune that out. And like you say, Eli, you got to just make your own lane, man. Like, you're going to see us around. We're about to start hitting all the events again with the mobile unit, We'll have it available at the Halloween Hair Massacre, so make sure y'all come out and check that out. Any events that's nearby El Paso, will be there with the mobile unit.
And
check us out.
Charles, another question. I have to ask you this question, being that I'm also a barber maestro. How is, because we've been talking about the sale of products, and now that we are using hair products now, exclusive hair products where you cannot find at stores, and that is for the top part of the canvas. How have you been able to capitalize on the bottom of the canvas, being a retail, having Maestro's Classic in your establishment? Because you recently got it for what, 2 months now, 3 months?
Yeah, about 2 or 3 months now. You know what? It's really good, man. It helps out a lot. Like selling retail in your business, it's like having an extra barber, and you know what I mean. Like that's like extra booth rent. You know what I mean. You getting just from product from Maestro or curl sponges or iceberg pomade, whatever the case may be. You make sure that the client leave out with that product. I mean, like I said, that's another booth rent for you right there when you're doing retail. That's how I look at it.
Definitely. And
no,
I just wanted to know, while we have you on the line, I just want to give you the opportunity to talk about the Halloween Massacre that's coming up, the different event, the different categories that you're going to have there. Let us know what to expect this year. I know you went to California last year, and you're going to be staying in El Paso this year. Give us the information, where the event's going to be, how long is it going to be, and how people can get in contact with you if they're choosing to attend, vend, or compete at this event.
Okay, the event is going to be held at Buchanan's Event Center here in El Paso, Texas. I got to look up the address for you before I hang up, but it's at Buchanan's Event Center. It's going to be on October the 22nd. 2017, which is going to be my 40th birthday. So we're going to turn up for my birthday and for Halloween. There's going to be Halloween contest. We're going to have a traditional battle. We're going to have a fade with beard sculpting battle. We're also gonna have this new battle we're bringing out this year is called the promo cut battle, where the competitor has to do the haircut on stage. They have to take a picture of the haircut. They have to post it on Instagram and promote the cut. So now the judge is going to have to go in and go and look in Instagram and check the hashtags and, see how the picture was edited, since everybody is into the editing now. So we decided just to throw that in as a category. So we're going to get them some time to edit the photo and everything like that. And then they're just going to post it and they're going to get judged on their social media promo as well. So that's a new category we threw in. That's sponsored by Blessed by PBH.
Okay, so you guys, everyone's coming up with a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, so the winner of that category is going to receive a Canon camera. So that's,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the big one right there. And then, we'll have Fastest Fade, which is actually going to be sponsored by Stay Tailored Pro, Breezy. I mean, do you remember Breezy the barber, man? The first time y'all came to El Paso, he showcased for you guys, Breezy. I don't know if you remember. Well, now Breezy is opening up his own shop here in El Paso. And
Stay Tailored Breezy?
Yes, sir.
It used to be Stay Tailored, right?
Yeah, Stay Tailored Pro. He changed his name a couple times, man, so I got to make sure what his name is, too. But I think it's right now, it's Stay Tailored Pro, something like that. I'm not sure, man. You have to... I'm going to post it in a little bit, so if you want to follow me, and you'll get all his information off of the post. But, yeah, he's opening up his own shop, so he's going to sponsor the Fastest Fade category.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
all right.
I like to work with everybody, man. I like to, work with everybody in the community. Hopefully this event will bring everybody back together, by bringing it back to El Paso. We moved it to California last year just because we had an opportunity to work with Jet the Barber out in California, so we moved it out there for that. And then this year I decided to bring it back to El Paso to celebrate my 40th birthday as well, with the Halloween Hair Massacre 4.
Yeah, man, I'm turning 40 in July too, man. Doomsday's approaching me. It's not doomsday, it's just to say 40. Like, when I was in the barbershop cutting hair I think I turned like 26, 27. I remember sitting there looking at my boys now, them looking at me like, how you 26? You an old head, Eli. And I was 26, 27. Now I'm 40. So it's like,
right.
Picture what these 18-year-old kids is looking at me on some old, man, this guy is old as dirt. Dusty.
Right.
Yeah.
And
it is what it is.
And that's why me and my wife wanted to bring you out to host it for us, Eli, man. So we haven't announced it yet, man, but maybe we can go ahead and announce it while we're on the show, man. We would like you to host that event for us, man, because if anybody knows us, you know it.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you, and I'm honored to be invited to go out there to El Paso to host a Halloween Massacre, and I hope to basically do what needs to be done to make the event even more successful than it is. I know El Paso's filled with some great barbers, and not only is it filled with great barbers, what I noticed the time that I was there, it was, first of all, it was the first time I've ever seen someone play the drums and catch a haircut. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And he was actually on the show like 3 months ago.
Yeah, Chato.
Yeah. And
what was he doing?
He the Fastest Fade. His model was playing the drums, and he cut the guy's hair. His model got his hair while he was playing the drums. So you got some sort of entertainment. At the same time, that had one of the first events where I seen where they gave gifts out to the audience, where it was just like, they had the best costume and a couple other things. Just a couple other things.
Yeah, it was like best female cut and some other things.
Best haircut in the house. They gave out a lot of raffles. And at the same time, I got to meet the people's voice, too. I did notice that El Paso is, it is where it is. Where it is, I noticed Colorado was there. Arizona was there. A lot of the neighboring states made the journey to come to El Paso to this event. And what I like about not only being done with the Halloween Massacre is that you guys all support each other. I've seen you go to the Clipper Combat. I've seen you go to different states before, neighboring states, supporting each other's events. And I love the way you guys have like that Midwest Midwest love going on out there.
Yes, sir. You got to support each other, man. Make each other stronger that way, you know?
Well, what is that region called? I'm over here saying Midwest. What would that region be called?
It's the Southwest. It's the
Southwest. Okay, so Southwest.
Yes,
I love
sir.
the way you guys all come together, you know, especially ScissorSalute to Boss Bray, who seems
Salute
to
Made Fresh 76.
Made Fresh, yes.
Salute to JoJo, you know, Pay Station.
You see his frisbee
Smitty
league?
the Barber. Huh?
You see his frisbee league that he's in, JoJo?
Oh, yeah, JoJo's a beast.
Man, them guys, it's like frisbee, golf, basketball. It's like frisbee, golf, basketball. He be launching out them frisbees, man. You know, so
Yeah.
Charles, I'm gonna let you go again. Thank you so much for choosing me to host the Halloween Massacre. Sefro, I'm pretty sure you and Sefro will be talking a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
So everybody who's watching the show right now, again, you can follow them, Mr. Exclusive Cuts on Instagram. And to get in contact with him, you can hit him up at 915-691-4878 on all the information for the Halloween Massacre. Or if you are having an event in a neighboring state and need that mobile barber to come down, check him out, 915-691-4878. And he can, you know, you guys can network, talk to him, and hopefully you guys are able to work something out. So, Charles, before we let you go, please let everybody know how they can get in contact with you and all your social media information that you'd like to share with us. Please do so now. The stage is yours.
Okay, man. Okay, I got a lot of social media, Eli, man. But
Let it
first,
go.
You can contact me, Mr. Exclusive Cuts with a Z on Instagram. If you can't catch me, you can get me through my wife. Hers is Mrs._Exclusive Cuts with a Z. We have a repost page, Exclusive Cuts Repost. We also have the Southwest Barber Force repost page. We have Exclusive Cuts Mobile Instagram page, and man, it's a whole bunch of handles out there. But if you follow all the Instagram, we tend to put all the information on the Instagram pages. Facebook is Exclusive Cuts Barbershop and Salon. And that's pretty much it, man. So salute to y'all for having me on the show again.
Definitely. Well, you know.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Lou.
I want to say salute to you, Charles, Mr. Exclusive Cuts. I've been on IG for probably a year and a half. Never had any social media. But I tell you, one thing, when I first started, you liked my pictures. If I had 5 likes, you win those likes. And I want to say salute to that, man.
Oh, man, thank you, man. That's what's up. I really appreciate that, man. Like, I try and show everybody love, man. I just try and treat people the way I want to be treated, man, you know?
Yes, sir. Respect. Appreciate you.
That. Salute to you, man. Keep grinding, dog.
All right, so listen, I know I'm going to be going out there to El Paso. And again, you know, as you know, anytime, hopefully you're going to an event out here, maybe CT Barber Expo, which is a huge one, or BarberCon that's going to be coming up in 2018. I know Barbershop Connect is already, you know, in the kitchen cooking something up for BarberCon 2018. If you end up making your way out here, we'd love to have you here in the studio, you know, chop it up, maybe come down here and showcase. We'll definitely provide a model for you, being that you're coming out from El Paso. And, you know, we'd love to have you here in the studio.
You know what, Eli? We might just pack up the bus, dog, the mobile unit, and we might head out, you know, and do a tour and end up in New York. You never know.
That's right. Cuts across the country. Exclusive Cuts across the country. Try to say that a whole bunch of times and then get back to me. Well, thank you so much for calling up here. That was Charles from El Paso. Thanks a lot for calling in, brother.
No doubt.
Salute. Now, I got to be careful because there's a new Skype program over here. And I'll let everybody know the first visual Skype that we will have on the show. First barber. Working on it. It's going to be A-Rod. Another barber out of El Paso. And I've actually been working on this interview, say about 2 years. I approached him at the IBS Hair Show. And he just told me that I gave him the topic. Because a lot of barbers are scared to move out of their establishment. They're so they're in their establishment and don't want to make that move. Here we have somebody who just well established in El Paso, one of the most elite barbers in the country. Him and Marcus PH 333. If you guys don't know who Marcus PH is, that's Puffy's personal barber, along with all the A-list celebrities out there. They chose to go from El Paso, partner up with Elegance, and go to Los Angeles. So at the time, I'm like, yo, listen, I want to talk about it on the show. He said, nah, not yet, Eli. I'm not ready yet. When I'm comfortable, I'll let you know. So BarberCon came around. I was trying to see if he was going to be coming out to BarberCon. And we talked on the phone. We chopped it up. And he said that, yeah, he's ready for that. And I talked to him like, hey, we got the visual now. Because, I mean, not only does he have the Elegant Studio out there, he has the One Studio, which has Hair Godzito in there. And the other gentleman, I forgot his name. They're well respected in the industry. And he has Makeup by Mimi up in there as well. So these are like juggernauts all in this establishment. And hopefully it's going to be the first barber Skyping. There will be a visual on the screen. ScissorSalute's going to be switching to that. ScissorSalute is also going to be offering one-on-one duels. So if you want to call out a barber, call out a hairstylist, or a makeup artist, and you want to go one-on-one with them on the show, download the ScissorSalute Show app, fill out the showcase information, or email us scissorsalute@yahoo.com. Let us know that what date you're willing to come down here, and you guys can duel it right there on the stage. The
response is gonna be crazy, but there's no Photoshop, so it's gonna be select few coming.
Well,
That's a fact.
Well, here goes the thing. We talked about, there's so many ideas that we discussed on the show when we first started the show, and the whole thing was like timing. Like we couldn't just jump into it and just start having a competition format on the show. We couldn't do a couple things because it's all about timing, and we feel now is the time for us to do the competition one-on-one. Me doing the commentating, and I can't wait. And here he comes with the razor. Oh, no. He slips up. There's a little nick right there. That's going to cost him some points. So I can't wait for that. But it's the time for that now to happen. Another thing that we offer now is tutorials, where people could come down here, showcase, and actually do talking and tell everybody what they're doing. And we'll offer this to everybody. We're also offering, if you would like to come down and say, if you're watching this show right now, like, man, Eli, he's not that good. I could do it better. No problem. Come down here. I'll coach you. And I'm not joking around. I'm being dead serious. Bruh. Don't want to curse, but I'm being dead serious. You could come down here. If you feel like, yo, you know what? I want to host the show. Come down here. We'll coach you. And we'll give you a couple days to come down here and host the show. It's the opportunities are here with the ScissorSalute. I feel like, and I'm not just saying this because I'm part of the brand. I feel like we're getting any opportunities that you want, we'll give to you. Now, today the studio isn't as full as it usually is, but Gus has been here before. It's been filled up. You've been here before and just stopped at the end of the show where it was filled up. And the networking that happens here is endless. And now the networking that happens here is different because it's more one-on-one. Nothing wrong with the events that are being thrown, and I love going to them events because the networking opportunities is great. But now you might get lost in a little bit of traffic that's there. The traffic that's generated here is a pretty good, not a large amount, and you're able to come across the people that you want to talk to more one-on-one.
Yeah, the crowd could be overwhelming.
Yeah.
And you might not want to diss a bar, but sometimes you're human. You had enough. It's like,
yeah, well, what happens is in any event that we do, and it doesn't matter, you guys could do it too. Any event that we do, we try to have the tags that says ScissorSalute, my name is. We try to have ScissorSalute, that you put the sticker, give you a sticker, ScissorSalute, my name is. Because just like you said, well, y'all want to thank Mr. Exclusive because he likes all my pictures. Mm-hmm. If Mr. Exclusive was at BarberCon and you at BarberCon, chances are you'd go just like this.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
You know how many times I did that? You know how many times I'm sitting there scrolling, I'm like, what? Charlie was there? I did what? Because you're missing each other.
I
Now, if you're walking by, you might see that name tag and be like, yo, you Miss Exclusive. Miss Exclusive Cuts, man. You like all my stuff. My name is, my name is Ludafagician. Yeah, now it's a different type of thing. And quite honestly, someone hit me up the other day. Hey, what's up, man? It's Dave. I'm like, what's your IG handle? Millionaire Migraines. Hey, what's going on, bro? What's the deal?
my brother.
Yeah, I swear, because it's just like I know people's IG handles as opposed to, And ScissorSalute to Millionaire Migraines. He actually gave me some apparel, and I got to wear it at the CT Barber Expo. Everyone loved it.
Yes, I'm the product.
Yeah, I'm the product. And it's great to see people coming out with the different brands and stuff, doing what they do. Keep doing it. Don't let someone tell you that you can't do what you want to do. Go ahead, Seth.
Yeah, I just want to switch speeds up here real quick. Earlier I mentioned the video that we have of the RISE program. That's actually the name of the program that's operating out of Mabel Bassett Correctional Center in Oklahoma. And this is basically a news story.
Yeah, so.
A news story that's based around them. So go ahead, LA. Just want to run it so everybody can see what this program's about.
Getting women sober and in recovery are the first steps to keep women from ending up back in prison. Staying that way has a lot to do with support systems and having a good job once on the outside. A new program called RISE is teaching a select number of Oklahoma inmates a profession that is stable, profitable, and one that will allow them to be self-reliant when they're released.
Some of the glossary is, it's been pretty tough, right?
All eyes in this room are glued on instructor Christy Luther. For these 20 students, Christy may very well be their lifeline to a fresh, clean, and happy new life. All are felons doing time at Mabel Bassett Penitentiary for women in central Oklahoma, where Oklahoma's first beauty college inside a correctional facility opened 2 months ago. The women applied for and were chosen by Christy to take part in a nearly year-long curriculum where they learn the skills of being a hairdresser and how to do manicures and pedicures. It's not easy. The classes last 7.5 hours a day, starting with theory.
So the theory part of it is anatomy, physiology, histology, all of the sciences.
There is also a lot of homework to tackle, but the women have no complaints.
I love what I'm doing here. Sometimes I forget I'm in prison.
They are like sponges, and I taught in a public setting before, and so the people in a public setting have never lost everything. So there's an attitude of gratitude that these ladies have. Yes, they've made some significant mistakes in their lives, but again, sober-mindedly, they can sit and analyze what they need to do to make changes for their life.
This experience really has truly saved my life, and just at the time that I had lost all hope, and I was just a real broken person, broken woman.
Meet 25-year-old Kayla Jeffries.
I have a 4-year-old, and my youngest, I had her here May 24th of last year, so she's almost a year old.
Her story is not unlike many of the 1,500 women incarcerated at Mabel Bassett. Kayla was a drug addict, started dealing, and when the justice system gave her a second chance, she didn't take it.
I got those charges when I was 18 years old. I was a drug court participant. I failed the drug court program, and that's why they ran my sentences consecutively instead of concurrently.
She received a 20-year sentence, but legal proceedings are underway that may pave the way for release not long after she finishes her study here.
All in all, this did save my life, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to be able to start my career while I'm incarcerated. That's so rare, and it's blown my mind. I'm so excited to see where life takes me after I get out of here.
At the end of the course, the Oklahoma Board of Cosmetology and Barbering will come to the prison and administer tests. If the women pass, they will receive their licenses. They have a good chance of success, according to Christy, because as of now, all are straight-A students. Warden Debbie Allridge loves the program.
They can be more independent, self-reliant, and will be able to support themselves and their children. and not relying on their families or their husbands or an abusive spouse.
The warden helped Christy secure the space at the prison for the cosmetology school.
One of the officers here, Mr. Seawright, he's done, he and his maintenance crew have done a lot of the painting, they've done the plumbing, and then they made us this chandelier. Check that out. It's all blow dryers.
But it was Christy's relentless 5-year effort to make this happen. And it didn't happen without securing the program as a nonprofit and getting a lot of contributions.
Asking all the master instructors and beauty schools throughout the state if they had any donations that they wanted to give. We could provide them a receipt. And we now have 8 storage units in Edmond full of equipment. Everything you see here is donated. We are absolutely debt-free. God said He wanted us to be debt-free.
This is a heartfelt mission for Christy. She was a successful salon owner before a horrible incident landed her a felony conviction for vehicular manslaughter, for which she served 4 years in prison.
That's really difficult. That's a difficult part of my life. We can't get a do-over, but I can take that tragedy and hopefully turn it around to do something really great.
And she's already making a difference.
I waited tables, and I really worried about, like, when I got out, how am I going to pay my fines? How am I going to not go back to my old lifestyle? And this opens so many doors for us. I mean, there's just so many possibilities with this class.
In a year and a half, I want to have my instructor's license so I can own my own shop when I do get out there, so I can help my children to go to college.
God's been blessing me since I've been in prison. My life is being turned around and upside down from what I thought the norm was, but thank God for second chances.
Christy's paying forward her second chance and hopes the women will do the same.
Well, is it, we good? Okay. Well, if you, that's very inspirational right there. And if you would like to make donations, you can go to www.gofundme.com and check out, that'd be what, 28F4MD2, Sefro? So GoFundMe.com. You could also go to the www.riseprograminc.com. Send donations to Christy Luther, P.O. Box 751, Piedmont, Oklahoma 73078 US. Or what I think you should do is call up 1-405-774-7530. Once again, that phone number is 1-405-774-7530 for more information on different types of donations that you can make for this program. Again, it is Oklahoma Women's Correction Facility that is helping them learn how to do hair. And as everybody knows, hair has changed many lives. Barbering has changed many lives. People who used to live one way do no longer live the way that they used to due to hair. When you're younger, you make some sort of mistakes, and through hair, you can't fix the mistakes, but it could definitely leave it. You could definitely leave it behind and make a new source of income. And basically, when you do hair, there is no salary cap. There is no salary cap. So once again, that phone number to hit up for them donations, and we're going to be playing that program a lot because we love to see what's going on. You can hit them up at 405-774-7530. Sitting next to me now, better late than never, no matter the weather.
No matter what.
We have Sonia. Hey. Her Instagram is Styles by Sonia. And again, she's the owner of the C Salon located in Queens, New York. She's been on the show before. She came here as a guest. Then she came here and showcased with her daughter. Again, we love the name of this salon, C, standing for the three kids.
Sonia.
Elise. Alyssa. There we go, right there. Just beautiful. And that's why she has the aqua mermaid hair. C Salon. So we was talking about ownership. You own your establishment. I know last time you came on the show, you said that you feel like you're new. You feel like owning your own salon has given you basically room to breathe. Now you don't feel enclosed in. You feel like it's a new journey in your life. You're embracing it greatly, and it's just you and your daughter working at this establishment, correct? And look, we didn't rehearse this, but didn't rehearse this. I just got it downloaded in my data bank. Okay, so how. Let me start off with the basic question: how is that transformation, again, from just being a stylist to an owner? Let's hear it from your mouth.
The transformation from a stylist to an owner is definitely more responsibility.
Right.
Definitely. It was easy. It was easy for me because I felt like I was an owner all the time, but I just didn't step into ownership. When you're young and you have dreams and aspirations, that was me. So once I stepped into ownership, it wasn't that hard.
But you talked about in the salons how did you have to sign a contract when you work at your other establishment?
Oh, yeah. Well, the establishment is no longer existent, so I'm gonna just
go ahead and talk about it. It's no longer there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He was underhanded.
Okay.
He did a lot of underhanded things. He made the stylists sign contracts saying that we were renters when we were actually commission.
How dare he?
Yeah, he went under. But he did that to everyone, and if you didn't do it, you were out. You were booted out immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard some crazy stories like formulas, hair formulas, color formulas that you make. You can't take them out the establishment. If it was made in the establishment, it's owned by the establishment. A certain amount of miles you can't work in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is like the salons is like the whole different level.
Well, he also said that. He said, because I always did hair outside the shop because I wanted to venture off and do my own thing. And one time, I don't know why, a client called the shop and complained about me doing her hair when I did her hair at my house, complained about me to him. And he had no idea who she was because she wasn't in the system. She was just my personal client. The next day, he wrote up a contract and he said, anyone that does hair outside the shop will be immediately fired. You cannot work here and do hair outside the shop.
Mm-hmm. So no freelancing. Okay, so there's different things. Now, do you guys, I know our shop, pretty much barbers, you could cut outside the establishment. But what we tried to do, one of the things that we try to do is keep the price range equal for everybody at a certain thing. So we all came up with $75 for us to go to. That's where it's going to start at. Do you guys have something like that? We're going to ask Gus first. Do you guys have a set price or each individual makes their own set price?
Every individual set price, and that's it.
And Lou, I know you definitely got to be, doing some, I've seen some of your clientele that you cut. They probably can't always come to you. You probably have to go to them. Do you have a set price for when you take your show on the road?
Yeah, I do. Like as far as like I have a famous UFC fighter, everybody knows him, Chris Weidman, for his fight.
You gotta talk right there. That's a different mic.
In New York City, he wanted me to cut his hair before the show. My number was 200. I did one other person. He gave me 600. And then I cut pro, good friend of mine. ScissorSalute to him, longtime friend.
We just did a ScissorSalute wave, except for you missed it. Go ahead.
He charges $300 to do a house call. So, that's still up in the air, but that's my number right now. You got to pay for the time and the quality. Everybody is not capable of charging that money.
Yeah, he's coming in there with like eucalyptus aromas and stuff, and you got some instrumental beats going in the background. He's gonna take some black hairs out of your nose and stuff. But that's the great thing about it. And I love the way he has the iCup Pro fraternity. Make sure you follow him on Instagram if you're not already following him. I don't really know why you're not following him as iCup Pro. And he's definitely helping anybody who wants to be helped. And again, it comes down to education. So he's going to help you, but it's, you know, there's a price for the education. And I love the way he's able to capitalize on every outlet that's there. Now, yeah, that's a little crazy not being able to work outside of your job. And the only reason why I say that is because some of the barbers that I know, they don't want to cut outside the shop. And I'm like, well, what's the price that we can say in here that will make you want to cut hair? You know, everyone got their own price. I don't always charge 75, but in the shop, if we're talking, and it's like, wow, you know, I don't want to cut this guy's hair, whatever, you know, 75. Or throw something out there that's going to make them be like, oh, no, I'll just come tomorrow. So now you have your own establishment.
Yes.
You and your daughter. Now, are you gonna eventually take in another stylist?
It's like a revolving door when it comes to stylists, hairstylists. They come and go.
Yes, it's the same thing with barbers.
Right. So I've tried that and over and over again, and they come in and they feel like even barbers. I try barbers too. That really don't mix in the salon with me because barbers come in and think that they can take over for some reason. And stylists come in and try to do the same or don't pay me. And they think, oh, well, you know, she's a nice person. I can get over. So it came down to it. My daughter started doing better with her clients. And we just kind of just said, you know what, we're just going to do it like this. We're going to keep it like this.
Okay.
But what she also is, she hands the finances, all the transactions, and my other daughter handled like the branding and what we should do.
But you said your daughter started off as your assistant, right?
Yes.
Okay.
At the other salon that I
Correct.
was at. And then she came over here, and she became assistant. Then she just, I don't know, out of nowhere, I never taught her. She just started doing it herself.
Yeah, she started off with braids, right? Yeah.
Right.
So the braids, and now she doing extensions.
Yes.
With it.
And I never taught her. That was just something that she just.
But some people have it in there. Some people got it in the bloodline, man. Some people just got it in the blood, and other people got it in the mud. I hate to put it that way.
What?
I say they got it in mud because some people
Very
just
true.
grab hair and they doing hair, and I'm just like, what the hell are they doing? They fake it till they make it. But they gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it, but they still have a way to make money because of money management, leading into the next question. Now, I'm going to go over the loop. We're going to work our way to Sonia. You guys offering any type of things to your barbers about money management? Is there any like somewhat advice that you give them, maybe like a one-time deal about money management, or is that something that hasn't occurred yet?
As far as money management, most of the people that know me, and the barber that works for me is a good friend of mine, and he knows I am with money. You know, I was the type of person to, you know, put all the money I made in for the week in the bank every week and only leave myself with $60 in my pocket for lunch and everything. And they know that. I used to get made fun of for, oh, you a cheap Dominican, you a cheap this, that. But, you know, it wasn't. I wasn't.
You had goals.
I had goals. So
you have goals.
I tell them, you know, especially him, you know, put a little money aside. No matter how much you make, just put a little bit. You know, people got bills, they got this, but it's a lifestyle and a commitment you got to commit yourself to. But that goes with having a goal. You know, you have a goal, whether it's a house, a car, or a business. You got to make sacrifices and put yourself in the right direction mentally also.
Yeah, someone said a gem on Facebook, or go without a plan is just a thought. So, Gus, yourself, do you talk to your barbers about money management, or is it something that, you know, you don't have to, you try not to get into that discussion with them?
I mean, it's all self-explanatory because they're all grown adults or grown men, as you would say, and they all got families, and they're all in there just to win every day and go home. Be healthy, be alive, and be successful. That's it. And that makes the job easier. Sometimes you don't even got to explain it because it's understood already.
Well, that's great that you have that. So, I mean, one of the reasons why I'm asking you this, because you have so many people who work at your establishment. You're not hearing, hey, man, I'm short this week. Can I double up next week? I mean, you're not hearing that type of thing. It's coming down to that. I'm only asking you because you have a big group, a larger group. And when it comes down to a larger group, it's hard to get everybody on the same page. And if you got everybody on the same page, that's great. But when I first started cutting hair, one of the things, salute to Ed Downing from Cuddy's Barbershop, who came out from Queens, Cuddy's Barbershop in Parsons at Hillside, came out and changed Brookhaven area, Long Island, with haircuts. One of the things he taught me when I first started cutting hair, first day, he said, listen, I'm going to tell you this. Save your money. Put your money in the bank. And don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Worry about what you're doing. Because everyone else has their own different agendas. And he's telling me that, trying to give me that advice, because people in the shop, like the shop blew up quick. You can ask Ephro. It went from 4 barbers in 3 months to like 9 barbers. And next thing you know, rent was put in there. And I remember walking into the establishment. I wasn't even a barber. I was just always there. It was my brother was the silent partner. Walking in there and seeing that $20 for a haircut. Haircuts after hours. This is back in the 90s. This is back in 96, 97. $20. I'm like, what? What the? No one's going to pay this. Place was packed. Place was packed. And you know when it was more packed? After 8 o'clock, where the haircuts was $30 mandatory. People just wanted to, it was like someone paid in full. Little Long Island paid in full scene right there after hours. I mean, it was, what it was, a little bit of drinks over here, or this over here, this over here. But you'd just be amazed. Even when I first started cutting hair, when wifey'd be like, you're cutting hair to 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I'm like, yo, $30 after hours. Some of these people dropping $50, $60 just to show off to their friends that they can do that, But he gave me that advice with time, money management, and I feel like we're losing that now. We're losing that now because people trying to keep up with the Joneses. I just hate to see, and I feel bad for the owners that have barbers coming in saying, I don't have your rent, but they got new kicks. They got a new belt buckle. They got new clothes. They got new this. It hurts my heart because I went through it. I was running a shop for a little bit. It hurts the heart. Now, yourself, it's just you and your daughter. Mm-hmm. And you said that your daughter pretty much handles the financing. You guys don't have that money management thing going.
Yes. She has to pay rent.
Okay, so,
yes.
Yeah.
She doesn't pay, what I would charge someone else, but she definitely have to pay rent. She comes to me and say that too, and I said, no, this is a business.
Yes.
You have to pay your rent. She's like, but there's no buts. And so I'm real strict on her about that.
Well, let's get you showing a responsibility too, though.
Experiences from the people, and I'm just like, you have to do that. And I always remind her, this is our business. We have to keep it. I can't be the only one. I can't be in here by myself, not by myself, but I'm with you and handling everything by myself. I might as well be by myself. It doesn't make sense for me to be in here with you and me. And sometimes she working 7 days a week. I go home. She doesn't know how to say no yet. But I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm going home. She's there till 12 o'clock at night. All these things have to get paid. You can't just sit around and think, no, well, this is my mother. I'm not going to, no, she knows. If she was here, she'll tell you.
Oh, no, she pretty much was here last time, letting it letting it all out.
She thinks I'm being mean, but I'm like, no, this is our business. Lights have to get paid. Rent have to get paid.
Well, that's it's good to see. Again, we just had Charles from Exclusive Cuts call up. He works with his wife, and they're co-owners of their business. In ScissorSalute, they're just about to start a mobile service, which I think is just genius out there in El Paso. Now we have the mother and daughter combo. So it's definitely interesting to see how working with family works. Now, for someone out there right now who might be getting a business with their family, do you have any advice for them on how to coexist with family?
Well, first, people say family first, of course. but also business. When you're in a business, business first. Unfortunately, family second. Because you can't run your business just because you're my family. I
Oh
have
no,
to
I
run
don't
a
know.
business.
They want that family. Want that family?
Right.
Got their hands out.
No, and I charge everyone in my family except my mother. And
Oh.
she even tried to give me money, and I'm like, no.
Little Willie, Julian, Willie, Dave.
Everyone.
Well, maybe
Oh, and my kids,
DJ
of
and
course.
Darius just started coming, so I don't know about DJ and Darius, but Little Willie, you old now. You about to hit over that 21. You about 22, 23. Julian, you about to be 21, and Willie, you about to be 50.
Oh yeah, crack that.
I need it.
Crack that.
Nah, I'm just playing with you. Playing with you. I'll be at the barbecue on Sunday. I'll be at the barbecue. I was just playing with you. And Julian, I got you tomorrow, 11 o'clock. I know. I got you. My nephew's walking around looking like he from the 70s show. I feel bad. But, my sister does a lot, and it's no way I could charge because, my sister got the weight of the world on her shoulders. And she does it to herself. She's a hairstylist at Brunetti. And it's not that she doesn't know how to say no, it's that she doesn't want to. I've seen her do 3 heads, 4 heads at once on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. She's been doing it since 88. She's just a beast. Hello? You're on the air with the ScissorSalute show. Who's this?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? Who's this?
I'm doing good. Hey, boo, hey. This is Mika C with the Makeup of Hair.
How's everything?
Everything is good. Everything's good. I'm just leaving a photo shoot right now, so
Oh, look
I'm
at
really
you.
just getting in the car.
Photo shoot fresh. How did that go?
Oh, it went amazing. She looked beautiful. She looked really, really beautiful.
And that was
I
your
did her
creation?
hair and her makeup.
Okay, did the hair
The
and makeup.
photographer was Ray.
Okay, so you did the combo, hair and makeup combo.
Yes, I did both because I do both. I do hair and I do makeup.
Well, that goes right there. I mean, you're killing them with the weddings and sweet 16s and proms then, huh?
Exactly, yes. And the music videos and the, photo shoots for artists. I do one artist all the time, Ray Shine. She's with Lucky 7 Music Group. She's out here based, DMV based, but I do her a lot. So I do a lot of videos. We're about to be in Philly next week doing a music video for her. So, I do definitely keep busy. She keeps me working too.
Well, I'll let you know while you bring up Philly. I got to say this. June 25th, Barbering is Life Expo. That's going to be going down at the Fillmore. Are you familiar where the Fillmore is?
It's funny. We have a Fillmore out here in D.C. So when I saw that, I thought, oh, it's going to be in D.C. And I was like, oh, no, that's in Philly.
It's going to be in Philly. Come down. Come down. It's going to be Barbering is Life Expo. Everyone here is invited. Come down. Check it out. Philadelphia. It's going to be thrown by Tone Cuts. Myself, I'm going to be at the Maestro's Classic booth. But let's get back to the interview right here.
No,
How do you find time? How do you find time running a business to go out and do all the type of freelancing that you do? How does that balance out?
What? That's an excellent question. And, people, especially people close to me, always ask me that. Because, I have 4 children and family is everything to me. I have a husband and I'm a wonderful wife to a wonderful husband. And I'm also a career person. I own my own business, LLC and everything. And they ask me all the time, how do you do it? How do you pick your son up and then you go to the salon and you drop him off to your husband because now he's home from work? And they ask me all the time. And to be honest, my only answer is it's the grace of God. I always pray for balance. I always pray for strength. I always pray for health. I just, it's nothing but the Lord.
The Lord. Well, that's good. And how many people do you have working at your establishment?
Well, it's actually just me. I work by myself.
We got a lot of solo just duos in here.
Yes. I do solo, dolo when it comes to my salon because I was thinking about opening a salon, expanding and getting more people in a bigger salon, but right now I don't think I have time for that right now.
So you have a studio?
Yeah, I have a studio. So it's about I don't even know the square footage, but it's a big size though. It's not like a little studio. It's like a big studio. So I have two dryers. I have a makeup station, chairs, a waiting area. So it's a good area size, but it's a studio, studio style.
Man, I mean, it's good to hear the different stories from owners. We have Lou in here, who's him and another person. You have Sonia
Hello.
here. We have the mother and daughter combo with Sonia. And Gus has a barbershop with what, seven barbers? 11 barbers.
That's what's up.
Wow. Scissor salute to that.
11 females at one time. But I know as a barbershop, that's what's up. That's good.
That's crazy right there.
Yeah, that is definitely crazy. See, me, I like to freelance. Even though I have my own salon, I don't like to stay in my salon. I like to be in different areas, meet different people, different energy, That's how I like to be, So I deal with my, my local clients and, at the salon. And then I'd also freelance a lot too, though, like with the photo shoots and videos and stuff like that, weddings and like you said.
Yeah, well, we was talking about working outside of the establishment. Are you making it well worth going out the establishment? Is the price doubled, tripled, or like an exclusive price?
We were just talking about that. Wow, we were just talking about that. That's funny. It definitely goes up because I can't charge you the same I charge in the salon as I do coming to you. Right, I was like, we were just talking about as I do when I'm, coming to you, because that's travel, that's time, that's convenience for you. It's a lot of stuff, so it depends. I'm the type, my pricing depends on the situation. But if you got that same situation, it's that same price. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's how I do with my thing. So it depends.
Yeah, I feel like some of the barbers, hairstylists, and some of the makeup artists, we can't sell ourselves short, even if we're going to take care of a celebrity, which we've had people come on the show before and say some of these celebrities feel like, hey, you know what? I'm going to give you $50, take a picture of me and put it on your IG. Some of them are just
I had a celebrity do that to me, and I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, like, people like, nah, and it's crazy because then you have the average person that will maybe not even rich, but they appreciate your work and they, that's all they care about. I got one person who comes to me every 2 to 3 days. He just cares about his sneakers and his haircut. That is it.
Yes.
And I've come across a couple clients like that. They don't even, the boogers on their t-shirt. They don't care. They just want that fresh haircut and fresh kicks. But you come across some celebrities that be like,
energy. They want you in their lives.
We had Willis the barber came here.
And everything. So they come for you too.
Yeah, Willis the barber was in here. He's from a well-connected barbershop in the Lower East Side. And he gave us a story of how he left the barbershop to go do someone's hair at the studio. Not only did the artist arrive like 3 hours later, just try to give him $50 for an edge up, and he's like, wait a minute, I just left the shop, left this appointment. You're 2-3 hours late and $50?
Right.
Yeah. And some people
might not even tip.
yeah, some people are able to capitalize on that. And I wish you the best of luck and everything that you're doing. Before we let you go, can you let everybody know how they can get in contact with you and all your social media information that you'd like to share with us? Please do so now. The stage is yours.
Oh, okay. Thank you for having me and inviting me on once again. This is Mika C, MIKAC. I'm with The Makeup of Hair LLC on Instagram. I also have a website, same thing, www.that. Because I also have Virgin Hairline. But you can reach me on those too. Follow me, please, and I will follow you back because I support you. I support.
Thank you so much for calling in. And again, if you're ever in New York, come by the studio. See what's going on.
Absolutely. I will. I'm sure I'm going to be in New York very soon, and I'm going to come by for sure.
Definitely. And with that,
all right, thank you.
Yes. Take it easy. And everybody who calls up the show, or if you've been on the show, for instance, Liv Cuts, Liv Cuts was like, oh, she wants to come back. I was like, anybody who's been on the show, And ScissorSalute to Live Cuts and the Connecticut barbers over there. If you've been on the show, you could come down here and be in the studio and watch the show any time you want to. But if you want to showcase, download the ScissorSalute Show app, fill out the information, and we'll get back to you in order that the email's received. Or email us at scissorsalute@yahoo.com. But the doors is open for you to be an in-studio guest. Say you see an artist that, you know, you really like and you see them on the advertisement and you're in New York, you could, no problem. Yo, Eli, could I come down to the show? You know, such and such is going to be there. You know, I would like to be inside the studio. You're more than welcome to do that. But if you want to showcase, email us. That's all I can't book you. That's all up to Sephro, New York and Queen. We're going to go sound off with Lou Fagician first. Lou, can you let everybody know how they can get in contact with you? All your social media information. The stage is yours.
All right, yep. I'm Lou. Instagram name is Lou the Fagician. At Lou the Fagician, that's Lu the THE Fagician, FADEGICIAN. I'm the owner of Paramount Styles in Dix Hills, New York. Also have the Paramount Styles IG page. Website will be coming soon, next few days. It's at Paramount dash or what's the
Paramount underscore.
Not underscore. The other one. But
Dot.
The one in the middle.
Overscore.
No, the one in the middle.
Dash.
In the middle. Is it just dash?
It's a dash.
Yeah. Dash. All right. Yep. Paramount dash styles .com. So yeah. Again, Lou the Fagician, ScissorSalute. Anybody watching, give me a follow. I'll definitely follow back. And hope to be back on the show soon. And thank you for having me. ScissorSalute.
And Gus.
Let's go, Warriors.
Ah ha ha.
Cavs in 7, baby.
Hey.
Yeah, what's going on? It's Gus the Barber. Catch me at IG, Facebook, Uppercuts Barbershop, KUTZ. And let's network.
Definitely. And that's it. Uppercuts Barbershop.
Uppercuts Barbershop, Instagram, Facebook. That's it. Nice and simple. Just KUTZ.
There you go.
Uppercuts Barbershop. That's it. KUTZ. Let's go.
And Sonia.
Styles by Sonia. Styles with a Z on Instagram, and Sonia Maria on Facebook, and Styles by Sonia on Twitter. I'm on Twitter too.
And with that being said, make sure you follow us on Instagram, ScissorSalute Show, all across the board, YouTube, Facebook. Please continue to use the hashtag. And, we're about to go to a video? Okay. About to go to video. Catch us up on stage.
We are beyond the chair. We are a culture. A movement that sets the trends. We're bringing you the hip-hop and the barbershop culture of our past. On August 20th, 2017, New York City and AA Straight Razors will bring to you the first cultural barber battle in the only place it can, and spread love the Brooklyn way.
Well, thank you for watching it. Are you? Thank you for watching the ScissorSalute Show. Now, wifey just hit me up and just told me to get off the phone. I'm trying to share the program on Facebook. She's like, get off your phone. So it is what it is. Well, thank you for watching the show. I'd like to thank Gus from Uppercuts, Lou Fagician, Sonia, Minka C, and Charles Minka C Salon for calling up the show and being part of the owners edition. This was like a panel format. We usually have people showcasing, but on tonight's show we just had owners basically discuss their stories on how they're running their establishment, different advice for people who might be looking into owning or opening up their own shop or salon. Please continue to use the hashtag. Download the ScissorSalute Show app for Google Play? I don't know about no Google Play. I got the iPhone. So you go to the App Store, download it. You can watch any show since we started the app. So we're currently working on the YouTube channel to have all the shows on there. So again, if you would like to advertise with us, book us, or come down here and showcase, download the ScissorSalute Show app, fill out the showcase information, or email us scissorsalute@yahoo.com, and we'll get back to you in order that the emails received. It doesn't matter, 3 of us, 4 of us, 20 of us, we're still going to do the ScissorSalute sound off. Now, there's only 4 of us now, so we got to be really loud. Ready? When I say scissor, you say salute. Scissor! Salute! It doesn't matter how many people are here. It matters about the quality. So make sure you stay tuned to StrongIsland.tv, the quickest Facebook stream channel available. We like to ScissorSalute LA, the boss, the owner here at StrongIsland.tv. Yesterday, one program had over 400 views at one time and reached 10,000 plus views for total on the 2-hour program. Just let you know exactly where StrongIsland.tv is going, and we're proud to be part of it. And now we know the boss said, we got to come for that number. We got to get that number. So salute. Might as well stay up on the stage. Yeah. Quick pictures real quick.